Ever feel like trying to get a public record is a little like asking a cat to do your taxes? You know, it's technically possible, but good luck getting cooperation. Today, we're going to talk about the places you can turn when a government agency says no, and how to make your request count. Welcome to the Jersey Signal Podcast. My name is Christopher Lotito, and this is episode 6. When the government says no, where do you go? Using the GRC and courts. In the last episode, we talked about denials and redactions, and why even a perfectly filed OPRA request can hit roadblocks. Today we're going to cover enforcement, the next critical step in Public Records 101. Let's start with the Government Records Council, or GRC. The GRC is a state agency designed to help residents enforce their right to access records under OPRA. Think of it as a referee, the body that steps in when there's a dispute between a requester and a public agency. The first thing to know is that the GRC handles complaints without the need for a lawyer. You file a complaint, they review the documents and the agency's response, and they can issue a ruling ordering the release of records or clarifying the law. Step 1. Filing a GRC complaint. You'll need a copy of your original OPRA request, any response or denial from the agency, a clear statement explaining why you think the records should be released, and the GRC will require you to fill out a specific intake form which you can find on their website. Step 2. GRC review. The GRC examines whether the agency followed the law. They may request additional information from both sides. They can mediate, offer guidance, or ultimately issue a binding decision. Step 3. Outcomes. The GRC can order the agency to release the records, modify redactions, or clarify their exemption. But there are limits. The GRC cannot award damages, and their process can still take weeks or months. What happens if the GRC doesn't solve it or you need stronger enforcement? That's where the courts come in. A requester can file a lawsuit asking the judge to compel release. This is more formal, often more time-consuming, and sometimes requires legal representation, but it's another option in the transparency toolbox. It's important to understand the practical reality. Enforcement isn't automatic. Both the GRC and courts require diligence, patience, and documentation. Every email, denial, and copy of your request counts. Persistence is the key to success. A few tips for beginners navigating enforcement. Document everything. Keep emails, responses, and dates organized. Stay professional. Courteous communication can help, even if the agency resists. Know your rights. OPRA sets specific deadlines and requirements for denials. Start with the GRC. It's simpler, less expensive, and often effective. And finally, escalate if necessary. The courts are the backstop if all else fails. Understanding enforcement is what separates casual requests from meaningful transparency. Agencies know that if requesters give up, information stays hidden. But when someone knows their rights and the process, the system works. Eventually. In future episodes, we'll look at case examples, how federal laws like FERPA interact with OPRA, and practical strategies for reducing over-redactions. For guides, templates, and documents to help you enforce your rights, subscribe to the Jersey Signal Project on Substack. Thanks for listening, and stay tuned. The signal is only getting stronger.